Customer Service Simplified Part 5. A quick recap of previous modules. Part 1. How a combination of human ethics and professional ethics form good material for superior customer service delivery. Part 2. How customer expectations define the service levels, and how expectations differ from place to place for the same customer. Part 3. How different customer profiles have varying expectations. Part 4. Impact of addressing customer by name. Have you ever given a thought? Why a mother's loving hug and caress soothes an upset child? Why a pat and a hug from a close buddy alleviates your emotional distress? Why animals enjoy being caressed and getting petted? Why a jockey continuously pets the horse? Because the scenarios we just experienced were instances of positive physical psychological stroke. A positive physical psychological stroke transmits a positive emotional energy to the recipient, which simultaneously develops an affinity towards the giver of the stroke. Hold on, don't get excited. I am not asking you to start hugging your customers. We have already learnt in Part 1 that we need to maintain a professional distance with our customers. So what does it all have to do with customer service? Let's first understand more about psychological strokes before reaching our conclusion. There is another form of a positive stroke, which has a similar effect, albeit of a slightly lesser intensity. This psychological stroke is known as non-physical positive stroke. Let's go through some examples of non-physical positive stroke. A warm, welcoming smile. Positive eye contact. Saying thank you. Applauding someone. Appreciating someone. Now let's understand a contrasting psychological stroke, which is a physical negative stroke. A physical negative stroke transmits a negative emotional energy to the recipient, which simultaneously develops an antipathy towards the giver of the stroke. An example of physical negative stroke: slapping someone. Now let's go through some examples of non-physical negative stroke. Scorning at someone. Being angry at someone. Abusing someone. Rejecting someone. Now, would you ever like to receive a negative stroke, either physical or non-physical? Surely never. However, do you know that there is one psychological stroke which is worse than a negative stroke? It is no stroke at all, a neutral stroke. Totally ignoring someone's existence. Neutral stroke, or the lack of any stroke, has the worst impact on the recipient's psyche, developing a deep-rooted antipathy towards the giver of the stroke. A neutral stroke is generally meted to hardcore criminals, who are kept in solitary confinement. The effects are very well illustrated in the classic Hollywood movie, The Papillon. Let's summarize. Now that we have the background of different types of psychological strokes, and their emotional impact, let's go through one last scenario. Have you experienced visiting a bank teller, where you had to wait whilst the staff was occupied with their own tasks, paying no attention to you, as if you didn't exist? How did you feel? Most probably, disgusted and angry, with an inexplicable hatred towards the staff. Why? Because you had received the worst psychological stroke, a neutral stroke, being ignored. First lesson learnt. Promptly acknowledging your customer's presence transmits the best psychological stroke, i.e. positive, thus winning over the customer. Second lesson learnt. Not acknowledging the customer's presence promptly results in the transmission of the worst psychological stroke, i.e. neutral, thus antagonizing the customer. Hallmark of a customer service professional. A professional will always strive to acknowledge customers' presence at the first opportunity, i.e. the moment a customer joins the queue. A warm smile, eye contact, and a gentle nod will do wonders. Try it out. In the next module, we shall further explore important techniques and skills in managing customer expectations. Stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching.